Hi students, welcome to the chemistry class. In yesterday class, we are discussed about the real behavior of the gases. That means the behavior of the real gases. Generally, ideal gases behavior and the real gases behavior totally different, because the gases which obeys the ideal gas equation, that is called as a ideal gases, which does not obeys the ideal gas equation, that gases are called as a real gases. We have two types of gases. The real gases obeys or acts as a ideal gases nature or ideal nature when the real gases at a high temperature, low pressure, then these real gases are acts as a ideal nature. At the same time, the real gases deviates the ideal nature at different temperatures, conditions of the different temperatures and different pressure. So two types of the real gases shows the two types of deviations. They are the one is the positive deviation, another one is the negative deviation. Then in yesterday class we have discussed a graph. In that graph, the ideal gas means the compressibility factor Z equal to 1. That means PV by RT is equal to 1. So the in a graph, the middle line is parallel line is obtained in ideal gases, but in real gases above the line or below the line is formed. Below the line is indicates the negative deviation, above the line is indicates the positive deviation. So the real gases deviates into two types. One is the above, that means the compressibility factor is greater than 1, the deviation is called as a positive deviation. Less than 1, the deviation is called as a negative deviation. And then in this class we are discuss about the some factors. What is the factors? Some factors are affected on the deviation. That factors will discuss. Okay students, then the factors, the first factor is nature of the gas. Nature of the gas. So some gases are easily liquefiable. What is the meaning of the liquefiable? Liquefiable means the gases are easily converted into the liquids. That means in gases molecules, in between the molecules, highly interactions are here. So strong interactions are in between the two molecules, gas molecules, then the gaseous states easily converted into the liquid state. That type of gases, easily liquefiable gases, are any liquid taken into any one type of water like that, then we are passage of the gases like H2, O2, N2, like any gas. Then some gases are the soluble or some type of gases are the insoluble. So highly soluble gases and the easily liquefiable gases both are shows the more deviation. More deviation. So the type of nature of gases does not shows the ideal nature. The type of gases shows the either negative or positive, but more deviation. Either negative, more negative deviation, or positive, more positive deviation. That is the nature of the gas. And the second factor is effect on pressure. In this pressure is affected on the deviation. For example, CO2, N2 like gases are taken. These gases are shows the positive deviation, at the same time negative deviation also. At a low pressure, these both gases, these both are so many gases like CO2, N2 like gases, but number of gases are at a low pressure shows the negative deviation. At the same time, the pressure is increases. That means at a high pressure, that gases shows the same type of gases shows the positive deviation, like that. For example, a flatted graph in between the x-axis and y-axis. On the y-axis we are taken into the PV by RT is equal to 1. That means the compressibility factor. Then the first of all we are taken into the ideal gas. The compressibility factor value is 1. Then we plotted a graph in between the x-axis and y-axis. Then find out the obtain the a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Okay, and then this below the 1 value, these are the negative values. These are the above the 1 value, these are the positive values. So the curves are obtained below the ideal gas line, that is the negative deviation, or above the ideal gas line, that indicates the positive deviation. So in this CO2 like N2 or CH4 like gases at low pressure shows the negative deviation. Otherwise we are increase the pressure, then this type of gases are shows the positive deviation. So the pressure is affected on the deviation. At low pressure shows the number of gases shows the negative deviation. At pressure is increases. At high pressure the gases shows the positive deviation. And then the next factor is effect on temperature. Effect on temperature. Generally, the lower temperature, any gas, real gases, shows the deviation, either negative or maximum negative deviation. At a temperature is increases, then the deviation is decreases. One by one, total all gases. And these are real gases or acts as a ideal nature at a higher temperature. So any gases, that means we are taken into the real gases, some of real gases CO2, N2, H2 like that. H2 is always 0. So some of the gases are taken, real gases. Observe at low temperature they shows more deviation comparatively ideal nature. Otherwise we are increase the slightly temperature, that means increase the temperature, the deviation is decreases. So temperature is strongly affected on the deviation. At low temperature any gas, real gas shows the more deviation. At the same time we are increase the temperature, then deviation is decreases. For example, taken in a X type of gas, this is the ideal line. At low temperature shows the like that is similar to the ideal nature. Some of the temperature is increases, it is the PV by RT in x-axis and y-axis temperature. So first of all temperature is very less, and then temperature is increases, this gas shows the behaves the ideal nature. This line is the ideal gas line. Okay, and at the same time the temperature, same gas, we are taking the same gas, and then temperature slightly increases, then like that, and then slightly increase the temperature, not a slightly small gap, then PV by RT equal to 1, that is the ideal, like that. And then x-axis, sorry, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. On the x-axis we are taken into the temperatures, and then y-axis we are taken into the compressibility factor PV by RT, and then increase the temperature like that. So in these 4 cases the gap, that means this is the ideal nature of the gas, this is the negative deviation of the gas. So the gap is decreases. That means that gases are shows the ideal nature. Yet temperature is slightly increases, that gas shows the ideal nature. So in this graphs we are observed any gas, real gases, to increase at low temperature shows the deviation, but to increase the temperature the deviation is decreases, and then gases are shows the ideal nature similarly or nearly. Okay, that is the effect on pressure. At the same time, any one temperature taken into that temperature, in this temperature, for example, temperature is the some x value having the some one. First of all, listen carefully. One gas are taken, any one gas, real gas. That gas first of all shows the deviation, and then we are increase the temperature. Then this gas behaves the ideal nature. Behave ideal nature when we are increase the temperature. So at the some temperature, certain temperature, that point, this at the temperature of the point, this gas behaves like a ideal nature. At the temperature, the type of temperature or point of temperature is called as a Boyle's temperature. What is the meaning of the Boyle's temperature? The temperature in which this type of real gases are behaves like a ideal nature or ideal gases, like that. That temperature is called as a Boyle's temperature. Not all gases are the same. So that means not all real gases are the same boiling temperature or Boyle's temperature. Because the different gases, we have the different real gases, so different gases having the different Boyle's temperature. Any gas having the below the Boyle's temperature, that gas shows the negative deviation. At the same time, any gas that shows the that having the more than Boyle's temperature, that gas shows the positive deviation. Otherwise, at constant Boyle's temperature or at the Boyle's temperature, that real gas shows the ideal nature or behaves like a ideal nature. This is the behavior of the real gases and the factors affecting the real gases. And the three factors we are discussed. One is the effect on temperature, another one is the effect on pressure, another one is the nature of the gas. Okay, and then in previous classes we are discussed about the kinetic molecular theory of the gases. In that gases, two postulates we are discussed number of postulates, but in that postulates the two postulates are the wrong or fault postulates. They are the first postulate is fault postulate is, first of all, according to the kinetic molecular theory, taken into a container, and then this container is filled, should be filled with gas, and in this gas contains large number of tiny discrete particles. That particles are called as a molecules, gas molecules. In this gas molecule, this is the gas molecule. In this container, the volume of this gas molecule is negligible compared to the volume occupied by the total gas molecules. Volume occupied by the total gas molecules, that volume, okay. In this volume of the, in this gas molecules, one gas molecule of the volume is negligible, is compared to the total volume of the gas molecules are occupied by the volume. So it is the negligible according to the kinetic molecular theory. This postulate is completely wrong or false, because These gas molecules occupies the volume occupied by the volume in this container. That means in these particles, every particle occupy the certain amount of the volume. That means it is not a negligible, it is also occupy the some space in this container. So it is not a negligible, it is also considerable the volume. So it is the false statement, false postulate. Okay, that is the volume of the gas molecule is not a negligible is compared to the volume of the total volume is occupied by the gas molecules. Okay, this is the right statement. In according to the kinetic molecular theory, the statement that postulate is the volume of the gas molecule is negligible, but it is a considerable, not a negligible. This is the first fault. And then second fault. In gas molecules, in between no attractions or repulsions between them. This is completely wrong, because small attractions, any type of gas molecules we are taken, that gas molecules having the small type of, any type of attractions are here. So this is also false postulate. Okay, these two are the main default, that means demerits of the kinetic molecular theory. And then once again I repeat, the defaults are false of the kinetic molecular theory. First fault is the volume of the gas molecule is not a negligible, it is a considerable. According to the kinetic molecular theory, it is a negligible, but it is a considerable, first thing. And second thing, no interactions, that means no attractions or repulsions between the gas molecules. But this is the wrong. Some of the small attractions or repulsions of the between the gas molecules are erased, because gas molecules, moving the gas molecules, the electron densities are unsymmetrically distributed in the atoms. So the unsymmetrical distribution of the electron density then develops the easily charges. So that molecules having the or arising the small type of charges and then interactions in between the like poles, like in this positive, in this negative, like both are the attract each other. So some small attractions in any moving particles having the small attractions are arising. So this is the second fault. Okay, second fault. And then these two faults are covered by Van der Waals. He is corrected to these two postulates and then expressed into the Van der Waals equation. That means this is the ideal gas equation, but these two postulates are correctly corrected and then express the another type of expression of the ideal gas equation, that is called as a Van der Waals equation. That Van der Waals equation is the P plus an square by v square v minus nb equal to nRT. Generally PV equal to nRT. This is the ideal gas equation. In this, first of all, volume correction is here. That means gas molecules are not a negligible, it is the considerable of the volume. It contains the, it having the considerable volume. So first of all, volume corrected. In this volume correction, volume is depends on the pressure. So volume is correction, then he corrected formula is the P plus, that means pressure plus an square by v square. At the same time, no interactions or repulsion, that means attractions or repulsions corrected, then proposed into formula V minus NB. So volume correction, at the same time interaction correction, then he is proposed into a new equation. This equation is called as a Van der Waals equation. In this equation, P plus an square by v square, v minus nb equal to the nRT. In this case, A and B both are the constant, and then P is the pressure, V is the volume, and then A is the distance, like that in between the two atoms, and then V volume, and N is the number of moles. number of moles, R is the universal gas constant, at the same time T is the absolute temperature. This equation is known as a Van der Waals equation. In this equation, this is the N means number of moles. Otherwise, we are taken into number of moles is 1. Then we can write P plus A by V square V minus B equal to R when N equal to 1. This is also Van der Waals equation. This is also Van der Waals equation. When the number of moles we are taken into 1 mole, then we can write P plus A by V square V minus B equal to RT. This equation is also variation in between the pressure and temperature. So, in this equation, first of all, we are taken into 1 mole of the gas. At the same time, we are applying the low pressure at a ordinary temperature. Low pressure at the same time ordinary temperature. Pressure is decreases, the volume is increases. So volume is very high. In the same time volume is increases. So in this B is the negligible. So we can write at low temperature, low pressure at ordinary temperature, P plus A by V square V is equal to RT. Otherwise, the next condition is at high pressure and ordinary temperature, then in this case pressure is increases, volume is decreases. That means volume having the very less value, that means it is a negligible. So B is the highlight. So we can write the formula P V minus B is equal to RT when at high pressure at ordinary temperature. Otherwise, at high pressure and at low pressure and high temperature, then low pressure means the volume are high and the B is the constant. At the same time high temperature means the pressure also lower pressure and the high temperature, then the volume and the interactions both are the same, then the value PV by RT is equal to 1. That means the gases behaves like a real gases behaves like a ideal gases at a low pressure and a high temperature. Low pressure and a high temperature. So this is the Van der Waals equation at different conditions of the low pressure, high pressure at ordinary temperatures, at the same time low pressure and high temperatures. Okay, and the next concept is interactions. Generally, we have 3 types of states. One is the solid, liquid, gas. First of all, taken into solid, then in this solid, the molecules are arranged into a order, in a particular order, and then in between the molecules, the gap is very less. That means strongly attract to each other and then packed to formation of a state. That state is called as a solid state, otherwise liquid state. In this liquid state, the molecules in between these molecules are not arranged into a regular, but in solids the molecules are arranged into a regular order, and then in this gap is very less because both are, that means in molecules in between the attractions are more, and then formation of a substance, that is a solid. That means state is the solid. Otherwise, we are taken into a liquid. In that liquid, the molecules are not arranged in a regular pattern, but that molecules in the gap in between the molecules are very less, comparatively high. Comparatively in solids, the in between the gap is high because the intermolecular attractions are decreases, and then formation of a liquid. Otherwise, taken into another state. In this state, the intermolecular forces are very less in between two molecules. In between two molecules, then the formation of a and then these molecules are vibrated or moves in all directions, not a regular pattern arrangement. Okay, so this type of state is called as a gaseous state. In this lesson, we are discussed about the gases. So, in gaseous state, the molecules in between the intermolecular forces are very less. These type of forces are called as a van der Waals forces. The type of forces are called as a van der Waals forces. And then these forces are classified into four types. They are the first one is induced dipole and induced dipole forces, or this type of forces we are also calling the London forces. At the same time, the second one is the induced dipole and dipole intermolecular forces, and then third one is the dipole interactions, and fourth one is the hydrogen bonding. These four types of the attractions we are seeing in the gaseous molecules. In between the gaseous molecules, that gaseous molecules interactions are called as a weak van der Waals forces. That van der Waals forces, like that forces are classified into four types of forces. They are the induced dipole, another one is also induced dipole and induced dipole. This type of forces are called as a London forces, and then second one is the induced dipole and dipole, and the third forces is the dipole, and the fourth forces is the hydrogen bonding. In the first forces is the induced dipole and induced dipole. What is the meaning of the dipole? Any gas molecule, for example, HCl. This is the atom, this is the atom, both are combined with covalent bond and formation of a molecule. This is a molecule. It is a dipole molecule or neutral molecule. It is a dipole molecule. Dipole, what is the meaning of the dipole? In these two atoms are here. This atom, the electronegativity is 2.1, and in this atom the electronegativity is 3.5 or 3 nearly. So the in between the two atoms the electronegativity is difference, is more. That means less electronegativity of the atom develops the slightly positive charge, and more electronegativity of the element formation of slightly negative charge. So two opposite charges are developed in a molecule. The charges are called as a pole. So in these two different poles are here, so we are calling dipole. We are calling as a dipole. Otherwise, H2 molecule, taken into the H2 molecule. In this H2 molecule, in between a single bond, that means covalent bond is formed, and then two or more than two atoms are combined to formation of a molecule. So this is a molecule. In this gas molecule, two atoms are combined. In these two atoms contains same electronegativity. So both are arising the positive charge or both are arising the negative charge, but not arising the different charges, because both atoms having the same electronegativity. So this type of molecules we are called as a neutral molecules or non-polar molecules. Otherwise, this type of two different charges are formed in a molecule. That means two means di. These charges are called as a poles. So dipole of the molecules we are called as a polar. This type of molecules are called as a polar. This type of molecules are called as a non-polar. Okay. So first of all, we are discuss about the interactions in between the induced dipole and another one is the induced dipole. What is the meaning of the dipole? Dipole means a molecule that contains two different poles. One is the positive charge, another one is the negative charge. That is the polar molecule, that is the dipole. But what is the induced dipole? First of all, taken into a neutral molecule, and then these gas molecules all are the neutral molecules. In these neutral molecules, this is the molecule, this is the center, and then these are stable at a, these are all gases molecules are not as stable. These are always move in all directions. So in this movement of these gas molecules, in this molecule, the distribution of the electrons or revolving around the electrons are the not a equal distribution. That distribution of the electron cloud in a molecule is a unsymmetrical when the movement of the gas molecules, generally the molecules are stable, then the electron cloud around the molecules are symmetrically arranged. But in this case, these gas molecules are not a stable at a same position or at a position, one position, but these gas molecules are moving from one place to the another place, are moving in all directions. So in the moving particles or moving gas molecules, the electron cloud is not a similarly distributed. It is the unsymmetrically distributed. So the electron cloud, more electrons are distributed into the one side and the less electron density are distributed into the another side. The more electron density is distributed into the one side, that side behaves like a negative charge, and the next side is develop the positive charge, because more electron density, less electron density. So develops the, in neutral molecules develops the dipoles. That dipole is called as a induced dipole. These are not a permanent dipole. Like a polar molecules, they are having always any time that molecules having the permanent dipole. But in these molecules, only moving time, formation of a two different poles are formed. So this type of, when these molecules are stable and in any condition, then not a moving in any condition, these molecules are not develops this type of charges. So this type of molecules having the temporary dipoles are formed. That dipoles are called as a induced dipole. This is observed in only non-polar molecules, gaseous molecules. At the same time, this is also non-polar molecule. This is also moving into the all directions. In the moving time, the electron distribution is the unsymmetrical and then develops the two different charges. They are the more electron density in this side, then the formation of a negative charge, and the less electron density in this side, formation of a positive charge. In these molecules develops the two types of charges, that is the dipoles. These dipoles are called as a induced dipoles. In these induced dipoles, like a negative charge and positive charge, both different charges in ends, the molecules having the ends, that ends contains two different charges, the both are the attracted, as well as in both ends having the same type of charges, both are the repelled. So in this case, in the diagrams, two molecules both ends having the different charges, so slightly attract. So this type of attraction forces are called as a induced dipole and induced dipole forces. This is otherwise this is also called as a London forces. This is the first. Another one is the induced dipole and dipole. What is the meaning of the induced dipole? Taken into a non-polar molecule first of all, and then in this molecule is a neutral molecule. This neutral molecule moving into the all directions, to develop the two pole, that means two different charges. More electron density is indicates the negative charge, develops the negative charge. Less electron density develops the positive charge. Otherwise, taken into polar molecule, for example HCl, like that molecule. In that molecule, generally formation of a develops a two different charges. One is the positive charge, another one is the negative charge. That means one non-polar molecule develops the induced dipole, and another polar molecule this develops the original dipole. So in between the non-polar molecule and polar molecule, in moving of time of the gas molecules, produces the attractions in between the opposite charges, like negative positive or positive negative. In between the two molecules are, one is the polar molecule, another one is the non-polar molecule. Polar molecule having the dipole forces and non-polar molecule having the induced dipole forces. So in between the attractions are arising induced dipole and the dipole. The type of forces are called as a induced dipole and dipole attractions. These attractions are in moving time, these attractions are equals to the or proportional to the 1 by r power 6. What is the meaning of the r? R means radius or distance in between the two molecules. Okay, this is the induced dipole, and another one is the dipole interactions. And taken into third one, dipole. In this taken into, it is observed in polar molecules. In polar molecules already develops the dipole. These dipoles are the permanent dipoles. These dipoles are the permanent dipoles. So easily attractions are arising in between the gas molecules, because these are the polar molecules and these are develops the dipoles. Original dipoles are permanent dipole. So in between the attractions are arising in between the polar molecules. That means original or permanent dipole molecule of one gas atom to the permanent dipole of the another gaseous molecule. In between the attractions are arising. The type of attractions are called as a dipole interactions. These interactions are very strong comparatively induced dipole and induced dipole and dipole interactions. Comparatively dipole interactions are the more strong interactions. Okay, and then these attractions, I mean the distance are stable. These two gas molecules not a move in any direction. The stable condition, these distance are proportional to the or equals to the 1 by r cube. Otherwise, in moving time, the interactions in between the two polar molecules, the proportional to this distance is proportional to the 1 by r power 6. This is the dipole interactions. Otherwise, hydrogen bonding. What is the meaning of the hydrogen bonding? This concept already we are discussed in chemical bonding lesson. Hydrogen bonding means the weak electrostatic force of attractions in between the partially positive nature of the hydrogen and highly electronegative element of the fluorine, nitrogen and oxygen like elements in between. Then the type of bonds are called as a hydrogen bond. For example, we are observed this type of hydrogen bonds we are observed in water molecules or any vapor molecules like that. So in this, first of all, taken into one molecule of the water vapor. This is the water, I mean vapor of the water, and then another, this is the one molecule, and another molecule taken into, this is the another molecule. In this molecule, this oxygen strongly attract the, because of this oxygen having negative charge because more electronegative, and this hydrogen develops the positive charge because of less electronegativity. So this oxygen strongly attract this hydrogen. One molecule of oxygen is strongly attract the hydrogen of other molecule. Then the formation of a electrostatic force of weak electrostatic force of attractions are developed in between the one molecule of oxygen and another molecule of the hydrogen. Then the formation of a small interactions, these are the weak interactions. The type of interactions or force of attractions are called as a hydrogen bonding. Generally hydrogen bonding exhibits only three types of elements. They are the oxygen, fluorine, nitrogen. These three elements only exhibits this type of hydrogen bonding. No other elements, that means high electronegativity elements of chlorine, bromine, like that elements does not exhibits the hydrogen bonding. Only fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, these three elements are exhibits the hydrogen bonding. Okay students, and then the new lesson will start in next class. Okay students.